guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be doing this old baby setup. Before we jump into the tutorial, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's Alright guys, so here is a cluster of 8 and a quad of 4 balloons. I wanted to show you guys what I will be building the garland with, and I also have these in different colors. This is a cluster of 6 balloons. As you can see, the cluster of 6 is more structured with the quad of 4 balloons attached. Originally, the photo the client sent me, the ceiling looked much higher. It actually was a little bit higher if you push the backdrop back a little bit more. But where we placed the backdrop, it was kind of right underneath the ceiling part. So the design I kind of had for this, I had to rearrange and think of something else on site. And honestly, I just end up going with a simple side garland. You know, I really was trying to think of how it would look in a photo once people stand in the middle, and just having the garland next to it, I thought would be best. So that's what I end up doing. So yeah, I'm building the garland out right now. All the colors will be listed in the description box, so I will list those there. For the back of the backdrop, I use the clear adhesive hooks with fishing with a 260Q. And then on the sides, I did use some of the clear gaff tape that I get from Amazon. I will list those as well in the description box. The color, for the most part, the main colors was the eucalyptus and the pearl color, the gold, and we also had a nude or beige color. That color was, those two colors were more so as secondary or accent colors for this tutorial. So I'm just continuing to build using the cluster and quad method, and I like to do it with the cluster and quad. If you guys didn't watch my previous tutorials, mainly because the quad allows me to blend into the next color. If you go cluster to cluster, it give it a harsh, to me, a harsh line, where you can clearly see the difference. Of course, you can see the difference in the colors, but you can just see the difference going from one color to the next. And I like to blend the colors with the quad. The quad allows me to blend the two colors, no matter what color is next, together to look like it's going into the next color seamlessly. I think that's the best way I can describe it. But you can clearly look at other photos and you can just see, like, with a clear line, even though it's balloons, it's not like a straight line, but there's a line you can kind of see from one cluster to the next cluster. So using the quads, I think it really helps blend the colors together. So I use that method a lot, and I do switch up the technique depending on the type of backdrop I'm using and how many colors I have. I mean, it's so many things that plays a part when it comes to building different designs. So colors play a part, the size of the garland play a part, which backdrop I'm using play a part. So all of these things are different factors that goes into how I would build that day. And today is just how I build. This was just an 18-foot garland that they booked me for, and the backdrop is from a local vendor. I know you guys ask all the time where I get the backdrops from. Most of the time I am reaching out to local vendors for the backdrop, since I don't offer any, but I do help my clients. I assist them with renting the backdrop, so I typically will reach out to the vendor because it's really easy. I just text her like, hey, I need this, and the client, and then if she is available, then she would just send the invoice over to the client if they are ready. And first I was looking at you guys know I'm using my camera now to record, so I apologize for not backing it up a little bit. And I thought the lighting was a little off. Like here, the lighting looks much better. But you guys, I'm still learning, so work with me. Right now, I'm doing the H method on the floor. I'm using the clear gaff tape, the same tape that I use on the backdrop. And I'm doing the H method, and I am making a loop with the 260. That way I can just put that directly over two balloons so it won't move. And I'm going to do that again one more time. I will link the tape in the description box as well. I do this method a lot, and I know some people may have struggled with the clear gaff tape. The only tip I can really give is make sure that you are making your rig point directly underneath the balloon you want to wrap it around. Don't put it to like the left or the far right, because it can rip the tape that's holding the 260 down. And sometimes I do put maybe an extra piece of tape over top of the 260 once I put it on the floor or the backdrop, just to be safe that it don't rip off. But other than that, I just say make sure you're placing it directly under the balloon you're looking to put the 260 around. So you guys, I apologize. I feel like I apologize on almost all the videos because something always go wrong. I mean, alhamdulillah, I get a lot of what I can, but you guys know I'm by myself. So that was a little blurry, and the other part would be blurry too. But this is the floral I will be using. I actually used these two florals, and I placed them together, and I had like a whole setup where, like, you see the bottom part is like a 9-inch balloon with some rubber bands on it. But this is me placing the floral. And again, this part was blurry, and I apologize, but I didn't want to take it out. And I had this jumbo balloon that I ended up adding in. I was thinking about doing a little something on the side, but then I was like, I wasn't feeling it. So I took it off, and I put the rest of the balloons with the garland, and then I was just going to place the jumbo balloon by itself. This was something I just did a little extra for my client, and she actually loved it. I mean, I knew she would, but she loved it, and this is how everything came out, you guys. This is the final setup. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to leave it in the comment box. I will see you guys in the next video. God willing. Bye.